Hello there, friends. Welcome back to our Star King virtual library with who? Me, Miss Mackie. That's right. All right, so the story I have for you guys today is a nonfiction book. I know that some of you are working on your animal research reports, and so I thought we would change things up a bit. And the book that I have for you today is called Hippos Are Huge by Jonathan London, illustrated by Matthew Trueman with permission from Candlewick Press. Whoa, look at that hippo right there. What's the complete name for hippo? Nice, hippopotamus. And you can see that they have giant mouths, giant jaws, giant tusks or teeth. So let me see your big hippo, wide hippo kind of roar. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's see what we learn about hippos. Hippos are huge. Hippos are huge. Except for elephants, no other land animals are as large as hippopotamuses. They can weigh as much as 50, that's 50, men. A full-grown bull weighs up to 4 tons and can be 12 feet, almost 4 meters long. That's huge. An adult male hippo is called a bull. We'll find out the name for adult female hippos a little later. A hippo has the biggest mouth of any animal except for a whale. In fact, whales, along with dolphins and porpoises, are hippos' closest living relatives. Wow, I didn't know that, did you? That hippos are related to whales and dolphins and porpoises? Pretty cool. A hippo's jaw can open 4 feet, more than 1 meter. You wouldn't want to try it, but you could stand a baseball bat straight up inside a hippo's mouth. Watch out! A hippo's yawn is a threat. It means stay away. Let me see your hippo yawn. Which do you think is the most dangerous animal in Africa? A lion? A crocodile? No! Would you believe that a hippo is the most dangerous animal in Africa? Though it's hard to prove, many sources claim that hippos kill more people in Africa than any other wild animal does. Mothers sometimes kill to protect their young, while bulls kill to protect their territory. With their monstrous jaws and razor-sharp tusks, that's another word for teeth, hippos can bite a giant crocodile in half or chomp a small boat in 2. And they are fast. They can run faster than a human, and they can travel faster in water too. Hippo tusks can probably grow longer than your arms. Can you imagine? They have tusks, teeth that are longer than your arm right now. Just put your arm out. Can you imagine a tooth that long? Wow. Hippos don't really swim. Look. First, hippo dives with her ears pressed against her head and her nostrils closed. A hippo can run 25 miles per hour and travel 6 miles per hour in the water, faster than an Olympic swimmer. You might think such huge creatures would be awkward underwater, but they're surprisingly graceful. Next, she bounces gracefully along the bottom, kicking off with her hind legs and glides. Then dances on her tiptoes and kicks off again. She kind of does this like graceful run dance along the bottom of the lake or river, wherever she's at. Like whales, hippos communicate underwater with clicks, squeaks, and deep thunderous bellows. Hippos can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. Let me hear your clicks or squeaks or deep thunderous bellows. Try to communicate with this hippo underwater right now. Nice hippo talk. Hippo bursts through the surface, sprouting fountains of water from her nostrils. Hippos must stay in the water as much as possible to keep their skin from drying out. On land, their skin oozes a slimy reddish oil that acts as a sunscreen. To avoid the sun, hippos do their grazing, or their eating, at night. Wow, that's pretty cool. Hippos make their own sunscreen. When Hippo isn't dancing along in the water or chasing crocodiles, she spends most of the day with just her eyes, ears, and nose sticking out of the water, resting and watching. There she is, resting and watching. A cattle egret, that's this bird right here, picks its dinner of insects from Hippo's ear. A fish nips tidbits of food stuck between Hippo's teeth. Yum! Ugh! Bugs from an ear, food from the teeth. Those animals are helping each other out. You might think that hippos would snap at birds or fish that came near them, but they don't, because they're helping each other. The birds and the fish are helping the hippo stay clean, and then the fish and the birds are getting food out of that. Oh, this is my favorite page. I won't show you the picture just yet. Just then, a great commotion erupts, and Hippo watches as two bulls, remember those are adult male hippos, square off. The two bulls turn and stand rump to rump. Do you know what a rump is? It's your bottom or your behind. Then they swing their tails like baseball bats and swat balls of dung at each other. Do you know what dung is? Poop! Splat! Splop! So, this page is so funny. But that's what they do. It says a male hippo is called a bull, a female is called a cow, and a baby is called a calf. It's a smelly message to keep out. That's quite a way to tell somebody to leave your house or your territory. When this doesn't work, the defending bull yawns to show off his powerful tusks, then pounces with a great roar and attacks with giant jaws. Hippo watches as they honk and snort until finally the defeated bull limps away. Stronger bulls get to mate with the cows in and around the nursery, where mothers take turns watching the calves. Cows start having babies when they are 7 or 8 years old. Battles can be bloody and can rage for more than an hour. Both bulls will show battle scars. In the nearby nursery, Hippo watches baby hippos playing. Playing is good practice for when the bulls will need to protect their territory from other bulls. Two calves play fight in a hippo tug of war with their jaws locked together. Soon it will be Hippo's turn to mate, and in a few months she'll have a baby of her own. Hippos mate in shallow water during the dry season, and calves are born in the water 8 months later, in the rainy season, when the grass is plentiful. Months pass, the rains come and fill the lakes and rivers, and now it is time. Hippo stands neck deep in water and a baby is born. A newborn calf weighs 100 pounds. That's probably more than you weigh right now. A newborn baby hippo. Baby hippo paddles to the surface and his head pops up for his first breath. Then he dives back down and nudges Hippo's teats for her milk. For the first 4 months, he'll only drink his mother's milk. Hippos are herbivores. What's an herbivore? I've heard of carnivore, an herbivore, and omnivore. Can you tell me the difference between those? Yeah, a carnivore eats meat, An herbivore only eats plants, and an omnivore eats both. So they're herbivores, meaning they only eat plants. And their main food is grass, which they eat at night. Adults may eat up to 100 pounds of grass per day. That's a lot of grass. A few weeks later, Hippo and her calf join the nursery and wallow in the mud. They snuggle together and they gently lick and nuzzle each other. All hippos love to wallow in the mud. Wallow's kind of like get covered in it and hang, which keeps them cool. And although hippos can be ferocious, they can be fierce, scary, they can be gentle too. Though baby hippo looks tiny next to his mother, when he's 6 years old, he will weigh 500 pounds. Hippos are huge! At 6 months, 500 pounds. Wow. About hippopotamuses. Historically, hippos have lived throughout sub-Saharan Africa, but now their numbers have been vastly reduced and they're largely confined to protected areas. In 2006, hippos were added to the endangered species list as vulnerable. Still, they are hunted illegally for their meat and their ivory tusks. With help from conservationists, long may these giants who dance underwater with their whale-sized jaws and small twirling ears survive. All right. So I hope you learned a lot of interesting facts about hippos here. I learned that they're related to whales and porpoises and dolphins. What else did I learn? What did you learn? Oh yeah, I learned that they made their own sunscreen. The baby is 100 pounds when it's born and 500 pounds at 6 months. So many interesting things. Well, if you'd like to share, you can always send me an email or a message on Instagram and tell me what you learned about hippos. They're huge! Anyway, take care. We'll see you next time. Until then, read every day. Bye!